In this video, we are going to look at more analysis command. So here we are looking at this command palette, which is a space analysis. In space analysis, we have clash analysis, we have section analysis, and we have distance analysis, or we can also say band analysis. So we'll start with the clash analysis. Okay. So here by default it checks for contact and clash. We can change it to clearance, contact and clash as per our requirement. So here whatever this value you are looking at, 5 millimeters, this is the value for a range in which it is going to check for clearance. So suppose I do a clash analysis instead of doing with this one, because here if I choose this option between all components, it is going to do a clash analysis between all of them. So that is I don't want to do it because it becomes confusing because there are so many results. So I am going to do this one, selection against all. Okay, so I choose this one. Now it is giving an option to choose one part. I am going to choose this one, which is the center plate, and I click apply. So here are all the results. So here we have a minimum clearance of 4.76, and it has highlighted the area. So in this area, uh, this is the area where the clash analysis it falls for 5 millimeters, and in this area which is not highlighted, here the clearance is more than 5 millimeters. That is the reason it is not highlighted. Say I increase it to 10 millimeters and I click apply. Okay, so you can see now it has highlighted more area, and because there is a hole, so there is even more gap. So it has done an analysis where the gap is more, and the minimum gap that we are looking at is this one, 4.476. So this is clearance analysis. Next, it is also showing results for contact analysis. So the moment we chose here contact, it shows those parts which have contact which with each other, like these are the parts which is creating this interface. So it has highlighted the contact with yellow. Earlier it is highlighting clearance with green, and now there is clash. So clash it is highlighted by red. Okay, so this is what clearance, contact and clash analysis is. And apart from that, yeah, these are the only two options that which are used mostly. Then if we click OK, then Catia will make an entry here in the specification tree, like this is the interface analysis that we did for this plate. Okay. Next is section analysis. We have already done the section analysis earlier in the previous video. So let's move on to next one, which is distance and band analysis. So suppose we choose this option and we have this window. So what it will do is it will measure the distance between two components. Okay. So first let's choose this option, minimum. So it is going to measure minimum distance between two components, and here inside one selection we can choose between two components, or we can also choose select one against all. So here with this command there is one issue, that suppose I select this part, it is going to show you the result for only that part and it is not showing results with the other part. So better to go with between two selections. So here we choose one part, which is this one we have already selected, and next we can choose another part. Say we choose this screw and we click apply. So here we can see it is showing that the minimum distance between these two parts is 3.76 millimeters. Okay, that is how we can measure minimum distance between two parts. Next is band analysis. Okay, so let me just explain you once like how, 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 So uh, suppose this is some band, and now we need to identify the areas on this band. Say this is 0, and here it is 1, and here it is 2. Okay, so these are the limits which we have created uh, for the band analysis, and now it is going to highlight the components in red and blue, sorry, red and green. So suppose there is an element which is falling in the range, which range that we have decided is 1 to 2. So if this component is falling in this range, then it will be highlighted as green. Okay, and suppose the component is falling between 0 to 1, then it will highlight it as red. Okay, and for other components which are falling outside this zone, there will be no specific color, so it will take the default color of the part. So this is what band analysis is. So here, like how we do it in Catia, uh, we have chosen this between two selections. So let's say first one is this one, and the second one is this one. And now we know that the minimum distance is 3.764. So let's add the first value. Instead of 3, let's go with 4, so that we can see that red part also. And the maximum distance here, we change it to say 5, and we click apply. So you can see here it has highlighted some part as red, because that part is having less than 4 millimeters of clearance. Say if I change this 4 to 3, then this whole thing will be green. Okay, so here it is green now. So I change it to say 5, and then I change this to say 20, and I click apply. Now we can see that more area is green. So this is how the band analysis works.